Yo, what's good everyone? I'm Alex. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make those YouTube thumbnails with the white outline around the person or object. We're going to be using Photoshop for this tutorial, and it's going to be super quick and easy. There's no complicated steps like using the pen tool or lassoing out your subject. Everything is pretty much automated, and I'm going to be showing you a couple of examples ranging from a really simple object to outline versus something even more complicated of a person in an environment like the one you probably saw in the thumbnail of this video. Alright, so let's just get right to it. Alright, so I loaded up our first image in Photoshop. We want to use the quick selection tool, so find that in the toolbar on the left or hit W on your keyboard. Once you've done this, there should be a select subject button on the top of the window. I'm using Photoshop CC 2019, so if you don't see that button, it may not be there in older versions. Photoshop will then attempt to automatically select the subject for you. As you can see, it did a pretty good job, but it's not perfect. So to get rid of that extra selection, we just hold down Alt and brush away at the parts that we don't want. Once you're happy with your selection, hit the Layer Mask button on the bottom right corner in the Layers panel. This will mask out the selection and put it on a transparent background. Now you can basically put any image you want underneath this layer. For the purpose of this video, I just filled it in with yellow. Now you can see the edges around this lens are pretty jagged. To fix this, we want to click on the layer mask itself and then hit Select and Mask. Now there will be a new window with a couple of sliders. Under Edge Detection, we want to increase the slider for radius, as well as the Smooth, Feather, and Contrast sliders. These settings will differ from image to image, so play around with the different settings until you find something that looks good to you. Now that the edge is smooth, we can double click on the layer that brings up the Layer Style panel. To add that white outline that you see on a lot of thumbnails, we want to check Outer Glow to turn it on. Make sure that the blend mode is set to normal, and then play around with the sliders to see what looks good. You can also select whatever color you want for this outline. Don't forget to crop it to 16:9, and now you can just add whatever text or callouts you like. So for the second image, it's actually really easy for Photoshop to find and isolate the subject because it's a dark object against a white background. You can see that the selection is pretty clean and there's not much I need to do to it. So now we just mask it out, adjust the settings to smooth out those edges, and start playing around with backgrounds and text. In this third example, you can see that the image is a bit more complicated. First, I duplicated the background layer because once I isolate myself, I don't want it to go on a transparent background. I still want to keep my pre-existing background. Photoshop might have a hard time picking out the subject, so we'll see how it does. Damn, it was actually pretty spot on. I don't even need to adjust the edges on this. Now you can see this white outline separates me almost like a cutout from this background. Of course, you gotta add in your text and any other images or graphics that you want to use in your thumbnail. Okay, so that was pretty much it. Super easy, right? There are so many of these really simple but powerful features in Photoshop. So if you have any questions or if you want me to go over a specific tool or function, let me know in the comments down below and I'll try to cover it in a future tutorial video. If you liked this video and found it useful, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button and even subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Also, if you use this technique in your own thumbnail, drop a link down below because I would love to check it out. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.